Your favorite trainer's favorite trainer. What up, YouTube? It's your man, 100 Gram, Mike Trotter, and I am the PT Boss, your favorite trainer's favorite trainer. And today, I got a good one for you, big fella, because I am walking you through what supplements I take in a day. Not only am I walking through what supplements I take in a day, but I'm letting you know why I take what I take, and more importantly than all of that, why what I take might be beneficial for you and your goals specifically. So, before we get into that, there's a couple things that I need you to understand before we dive in. First and foremost, supplements are not a magic pill. I know a lot of influencers show up here online and they try to convince you that, hey, if you take this product, your whole life changes. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not how it works at all. Supplements are exactly that. They are there to supplement what you are not getting through your nutrition. So ideally, in most cases, I'd rather you get what you need through whole food choices, right? But in the event that you can't, whether you were tired or you forgot to meal prep or you were busy, the body's not like, oh, boss was busy today, we'll give him a pass. No, the body's like, yo, did I get what I was supposed to get? Yes or no? And then it gives me a result based off of that. So today, I'm going to take you through what supplements I take, and I'm going to walk you through how I use them to fill in the gaps that I do not get through my nutrition. Lastly, as I'm going through things today, and if something jumps out at you like, yo, that could help solve one of the problems that I have, or that could help fill in the gap that I have, I will put a link in the description below, and you can get anything that I talk about today through that link. If you make a purchase over $75, you get free shipping. Outside of that, as always, if you have any questions, comments, observations about this or anything else fitness related, do not hesitate to reach out, big fella. Let's get into the video.
I almost considered making one of those videos where you see the alarm clock going off and then you see me getting out the bed from under the covers and you see me stretching and then you see me coming in here to make the protein shake. But I wasn't about to get out the bed, set the camera up, get back in the bed. It's just a lot, all right? No disrespect to anybody who films that way. Just not for me on this day, big fella. Anyway, one of the first things that I do every single morning is I make myself a protein shake and I go for a walk, right? My preference is Formula One, which is our fast digesting, high quality protein shake. And the flavor that I'm really enjoying right now is the Magical Charms. It tastes a lot like Lucky Charms cereal. So if you like Lucky Charms, you're going to love this protein. But for me, I like to do 3 scoops of protein right out the gate every single morning. That gets me about 60 grams of high quality fast digesting protein. That's 60 grams towards my daily total. I weigh 252 pounds right now, so I like to get in 250 grams of protein per day. Why do I do that? Well, protein is going to be one of the main keys to putting on lean muscle. And my goal is I want to have as much lean muscle as I possibly can. So making sure I stay on top of hitting my protein number is a major key in order to accomplish that. Maybe your goal is like mine and you want to put on as much muscle as you possibly can. Making sure you are managing your protein is going to be a major key. Let's say your goal isn't like mine, right? Let's say your goal is to drop body fat. Well, you still want to make sure you are staying on top of your protein goal. I always recommend hitting 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal weight, because again, managing your protein is going to allow you to put on lean muscle tissue. And in the case that you're looking to drop body fat, like I said, the more lean muscle you have, then the more calories you're going to be able to burn at rest. And obviously, the more calories you're able to burn, the more body fat you're going to be able to drop. So right out the gate, I like to get a head start on hitting my daily protein number. And I do that with the shake, and then I go for a walk. after I'm done with my walk and I complete my first whole food meal, which is typically 5 whole eggs, 1 cup of white rice, then I have my next round of supplementation, which I would consider my foundational products. And no matter what your goal is, I recommend the foundational products to about 99.9% of the clients that I work with. And I want to talk to you guys about why I use them, why I recommend them, and why they're beneficial to not only me personally, but why they might be beneficial to you as well. So let's start with optics. Let's keep it real. Most of us ain't eating enough vegetables. And if you do eat vegetables regularly, you probably like me and you just stick to your favorites. So for me, it's broccoli or asparagus, if that. Poppy greens not only fills in that gap that you're missing from not getting enough veggies by providing you with a large variety of different veggies, it's also going to be beneficial in improving your gut health, helping with your immune strength, helping boost your natural energy, helping with bloating and water retention. There's so many more properties to Opti Greens, but at this point, I'm sure you can understand why it's one of the foundational products and why most of us should be taking it. Now, let's break down microfactors. We talk a lot about macronutrients, which are important. You talk about your proteins, your carbs, your fats, but in my opinion, we don't talk about the importance of micronutrients and the role they play in our general overall health and wellness, disease prevention, and I believe outside of vitamin D, the rest of your micronutrients aren't naturally produced by the body, so you have to get them through your diet. But here's why I supplement them, because even if you had a perfect diet, and I don't know about you, big fella, but I don't have a perfect diet. But let's say you did have a perfect diet. Even if you had a perfect diet, it's still almost impossible to get all the micronutrients you need just from a general health and wellness standpoint. And then when you add in the fact that we're working out now, we need more than the average person. So that's why a high quality micronutrient pack such as Microfactor is in my foundational list every single day, and it should be in yours too. Last, but most certainly not least, I'm gonna talk to y'all about why I take Full Omega. Now, out the gate, I think we're gonna all be able to agree on the first 2 reasons. Full Omega is beneficial in helping with brain health and heart health, which I think it's safe to say we can all agree those are 2 functions that we want to keep functioning, you dig? But in addition to that, Full Omega is our omega-3 fish oil. And straightforward, a lot of us are getting enough omega-6s, but because we don't eat a lot of fresh cold water fish, we ain't getting enough omega-3s. So this is why supplementing it with a high quality source such as Full Omega is going to be beneficial. Not to mention how helpful it is with inflammation and your joints.
Piggies up, etiquette. Did I finish telling why? At this point, you understand, if you do strength training, Project 1 is the way to go. You got your energy, you got your focus, and we all here for the pump. So it's definitely good for that.
Pinkies up.
Big fella, we just got done clanging and banging in the gym, aka we just got done with an intense resistance training session. So the first order of business is we must get the recovery process started as fast as we possibly can. So I want to talk to you about why that's important that we do it, and then how we get it done. First and foremost, contrary to popular belief, no matter what you think, you ain't building muscle in the gym, big fella. I know you might look in that mirror and you might see the pump that you got after the session. You may think, oh, I built muscle today. You didn't. Here's what's happening during your training session. You are actually breaking muscle down, and you're also depleting yourself of your glycogen stores, which is essentially your energy source to the muscle. So if you actually want to build the muscle, what you got to do is get the recovery process started as fast as you possibly can. Well, this is where a high-quality post-workout recovery shake, such as Formula 1 Ignition, comes into play, because the Formula 1, which is our high-quality, fast-digesting protein, that's going to aid in the repair of the broken-down muscle from that session that I was just telling you about. And then Ignition, which is our high quality carb source, that's going to aid in replenishing the glycogen stores, which I told you about from the session. Now, doing both of these things together is important because it's going to get that recovery process started. A lot of people will just do the protein and skip the carbs. You got to do both together in order to recover as best as you possibly can. Now, when you do that, what's going to happen is you'll be less sore next session, you'll be less tired next session, and what that means is you'll be able to train harder. The harder you can go next workout, then obviously the better results. So after you get done training, a high quality post-workout recovery shake such as Formula 1 and Ignition is a major key, because if you're training that hard in the gym, you want to make sure you're getting everything you can out of it. So we don't waste workouts around here, big fella. And that's why we take Formula 1 and Ignition at the end of every single session. All right?
Somebody set me up, big fella. Big fella, we will end this video by me letting you in on my nighttime routine. It typically ends with me doing some type of snack at the end of the night, whether it's watermelon, grapes, Skittles. You know, I like to have something before bed. And then I do my OptiGreens and my magnesium. You guys saw me take OptiGreens this morning. I went through the benefits there, so you can go back and take a look at that. But the reason I take it at night are mostly for the digestion and the recovery. If you didn't know, while you're sleeping, digestion and recovery is at its highest. So I take the OptiGreens to perpetuate that even more. Magnesium, so many benefits to magnesium, guys. I encourage you to do the research, but the benefits I want to go over today are mostly about the cardiovascular health and then the mental and physical relaxation. Now, it's not something that knocks you out and puts you to sleep, but after a long day of moving and grooving, doing your thing, magnesium is the perfect thing to, relax and vibe out. Take it about 30 minutes before you go to sleep. Trust me, you'll be good. In fact, don't take my word for it. Try it yourself. But outside of that, guys, I hope you really learn some things from this video. Again, supplements are not a magic pill. They are there to fill in the gaps that you are not getting through your nutrition. So through the video, you saw that there are some things you can get through nutrition, but if you aren't getting them, supplement. Then there are things, here and there that are very challenging and almost impossible to get through nutrition. And for those, you have to supplement. So again, if you saw anything today that you feel like will help fill in gaps for you or solve problems for you, the description will be in the link below this video. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and we will see you in the next video. PT Boss out.